On my irons again. If you see my past videos, when it comes to my driver swings, you can tell how shallow I can get with the club, but when it comes to irons, I'm coming over the top. All my good iron shots, yeah, I'm doing that.
Your ball like going left, but you're pushing your arms way right. No legs. Right. So just tell me a bit about what you're struggling with. So you've been playing for a year and a half, or 2 years?
Yeah,
I
I'd
think.
say the main things I struggle with would be my face. My club face is open at impact.
Yep.
I tend to cast on my downswing,
Okay.
and I tend to top the ball a lot.
Got it. Okay. So we did a little bit of work with driver.
Yep.
Last lesson we discovered that you have a lot of casting, which is not a problem because you can actually still hit the ball, but what it causes is a lot of chunks. Okay. So a lot of chunks because you're releasing too early, you're going to hit here. You lose a lot of distance because you're, let's say if you have a pitching wedge and you already release it here, and by the time you get here, you're over released. So now that pitching wedge turns into like a sand wedge or something, right? So we lose distance, and on top of that, your club face is open. A little bit of arm structure stuff in the backswing is also causing issues. Okay, so we're gonna really start small. We're gonna start with the first thing, which is your club face. Okay, so we have this setup here. Buckets there as a visual of what's center. And I'm just gonna, if you want to switch spot swing, I'm just gonna demonstrate what I want you to do. So even as I watched you do it earlier, I don't really want a big follow through. Okay, you can even hit this thing and you can stop. The main thing we need to prioritize right now is the ball. Like you should see it like going way across from here. Okay, so you can go just kind of more so chipping. So right now, as you were doing it, you were still going like super high. I want you to just kind of hit and stop, kind of. But as you stop that, you should, if you were to stop and look, that should look close. So I want something like this, and it's just bang. So that logo, we don't want the logo pointing towards forwards. We want it to actually turn around this way. So it's not like we're checking our watch on the way down. It's doing the opposite. You can think that maybe you have your watch on flipped the other way, and you're just checking to see the time or something. So just give it a couple of rehearsals first. So you can just set up right there. And this is just all hands. So I don't want your legs to really move much. I don't want like a huge follow through, no turning. It's just you kind of hinge and boom. And when you stick it in the ground, it should feel and look like that. Yep. And I also want you to hinge your wrist though on the way back and then do this. So you hinge and then on the way down, you unhinge and twist. Yeah, good. And really, that's if we can quiet the feet down, not even use your legs at all. Yeah, good. When we don't really want to squeeze it too much. Part of it stops just because the ground, you're hitting the ground and it'll stop it. Good, awesome. So let's just do that. It doesn't have to go far. It just needs to go left of the bucket. Don't want to use our legs. Hinge the wrists and then hit it left. Yeah, awesome. So that was what we wanted to get. Okay. So let's do like 10 of those. No legs at all. It's just a little bit of turn, but mostly hinge and twist. Awesome. Really, really good. So if someone is struggling with an open face, balls going right, need to learn how to make it go left. Usually when we try to do it in a big swing, we kind of get lost with our hands. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to go straight. You're not trying to go right, but it's just going there, right? So we really need to isolate that movement, figure out what it feels like to go left, then start to incorporate it back into a full swing. Not even full swing right away, but like chip, pitch, half swing, three-quarter swing, full swing, right? Okay, cool. So I want to eventually work into your full swing, and I want all the shots to go left because of your hands. Awesome. So let's see if you're ready for it. So maybe you can make like, we were going to do 10, but we'll just go a little bit bigger. So if our hands are doing this, okay, I want you to understand that this is your hitting zone. And this also helps if we just face the camera here. So you can go ahead and just turn this way. Yep. So go ahead and do the hitting zone area. So if we can think of this as our hitting zone, then when we get to our full swing and we cast, we'll realize, oh, that's not my hitting zone. I gotta chill and wait till here. Okay, so just kind of like almost two birds in one stone here. Yep. Hopefully, that if we hit a bunch of shots just from here, your brain will be like, okay, this is where I hit the ball. So when we eventually work up to here, it doesn't want to release early. It'll hold and then be like, I need to twist. Maybe adding a new movement of twist at the bottom might help you kind of think about like you need to delay your hit to there. Cool?
Cool.
So now let's try to make it bigger. But what you're still going to do is this was the hit, legs didn't move. Now the only thing we're going to add is a little bit of chest turn and then obviously the hinge. Then the chest turn gets back to where you were and now you're just doing the same thing. So you get to here and then the hit is still the same. So just a little bit of a kind of pump with the chest, but then the hands still need to do the same thing. Cool?
Got it. Cool.
So hit about 4 or 5 like this. Just a very mini shot, but still no legs. Okay, that's okay. So I think your body is very active and it's a good thing. But I noticed like you're really good at turning your body almost too much, and then your hands just get disconnected. So right now I'm shutting down your legs completely. Learn how the hands work, and then maybe we can add the body back in later at the end and see if that helps. Okay, so like that, try to not do that. Like let's just hit and like leave the legs like stuck in mud.
Okay.
Really, really feeling like just it's all wrists and arms. Chest turn is just giving us a little bit bigger backswing, but at impact, I don't want your legs to move. Good. I don't know if you've ever seen like those people that their legs don't work and they're like sitting on a golf cart and they're paralyzed.
Yeah.
Not a good visual to, I guess, to think about, but all they can use is arms for power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we don't want to swing that's all arms, but if our arms are getting disconnected and the face is just not able to like release, then we need to kind of make sure we focus only on that. Remove the bottom. Good. Yeah. And then you hit it and then really, yeah, just give me a couple of brushes where you can end up getting all the way over here and yeah, your legs stay like that. So you kind of got to engage your core and like anti-rotate. Yeah, there, good. Awesome.
Am I still hitting it left?
Yep. We're going to be hitting it left for a little while. Remember, not swinging left, but just twisting the hands left. Good. That was close. I wasn't looking for that. Okay, so I went over there and checked from that angle. You're still opening your club face a lot, but outside of this last one, you've still been hitting them left.
Yep.
So just because your face is open doesn't mean it's going to go right. It's what happens at the bottom that's more important. So we could have an open face the whole time and learn how to square it to straight. Right now we're trying to overdo it because overdoing it helps us understand what straight is. Or eventually we can work on a swing where we keep the face square the whole time. But that's more of like, that's something that you're going to have to work on your wrist structure a bit for a little while, right? But in the meantime, if you were to go on the course right now, you should be able to hit it straight or left just because you know how to work the wrist while you try to like not have an open face long term. But for now, you should be like, okay, this goes left, so you stop going right. Especially if there's water or out of bounds, like you don't want to keep going right. And really feel like looser with the hands. We don't need to get really stiff. The tighter we squeeze, the less we can actually move our wrists. No legs and just kind of twist it left. Good, yeah, that's what I want right there. Like crazy left like that. That's really good. We lose a lot of distance and stuff too with the open face, so you'll start to feel like these are going further because of a better club face. Nice. That feels good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we need to hit the ground and then also go left, okay? So if you can give me 5 in a row, that's 2 right now. If you can give me 5 in a row like that, then we can try to find, well, then we can try just straight. And if it still goes right, then we got to do more of these. And if it goes straight, then we just keep going straight till it goes right again. Good. So it wasn't as left. Try to get really left. So no legs, a little bit of backswing, and then really get that thing going left. Okay. Let's give you a feel again. So go ahead. So you're back here. little bit of turn, and then coming down, we resist the legs, and then really shut that face. Roll this over to make it go left. Okay, so that one, I think it went a little right. Don't need to make the ball go high. Even low is good, but just left. So not much of a follow through, but you gotta use your hands to hit. Yeah, good.